Well, joining us for more is our correspondent, Jonathan Regev, who's there outside Bloomfield Stadium. Jonathan, I don't know if they're serving croissants and baguettes there at Bloomfield, but this is certainly an unusual French evening here in Jaffa.
I'm not sure it's this hot in Paris or in Nantes at this time of the year, but it's a big feast for Israeli fans, croissants or not. Seeing Lionel Messi and Neymar and Sergio Ramos, three of the biggest names in the game here at Bloomfield Stadium, literally just outside our studios, a big treat for the Israeli fans. As you mentioned, philanthropist Sylvan Adams is involved in bringing this game to Israel, not for the first time. The French Super Cup was also played here in Bloomfield Stadium last year. But back then, Leo Messi was still not a part of the team. Neymar was injured, so these big stars were not here last year. Now they're here on the pitch of Bloomfield Stadium, right next to us. And of course, it's a sold-out crowd, 30,000 tickets, even 60,000 tickets would have gone by easily. A big treat for the fans, just ahead of another big game next week, Juventus against Atletico Madrid, another two big teams. Clearly a very good time to be an Israeli football fan.
It is certainly. And Lionel Messi, maybe the biggest star, some might say the best star, or certainly one of the two biggest or best stars of the past decade. It's not his first time to Israel. There has been some controversy on one of his previous visits. And tell us about just the excitement of seeing Messi back in Israel.
It's his third visit, but the first competitive match. Leo Messi was here in 2013, back then with Barcelona, his former team. He held a practice here at Bloomfield before it was renovated, and also with Palestinian kids. That was in 2013. In 2019, Leo Messi was here again with the Argentine football team, who held a friendly match with Uruguay. Both of those visits did not involve real or competitive games. This time, it's a real game. A trophy will be handed at the end of this game, the French Super Cup. It's the last big warm-up before the French League begins next week. So this visit, it may be his third visit, but the first time in which a real and important match is held featuring Leo Messi here in Israel.
Right, and we should note Sylvan Adams is not just doing this for the sake of sports. He's made clear, and he's been in our studio many times, he wants to using sports to create a more positive image for Israel abroad.
And it is working. We're seeing so much attention to this game. We saw a few years ago the Italian Giro d'Italia, one of the three biggest cycling races in the world. The three first stages of that race in 2017 were held here in Israel, and it was done perfectly. And all this through sports. You see that Israel is much more than just a Gaza border and conflicts. There's much more to this country. What better way to show this than through sports?
Right. Let me just ask you, a sold-out crowd at Bloomfield. Was it tough to get a ticket to tonight's game?
I can tell you that I've had at least 200 people approach me in the few hours that we're here and asking me if we can get tickets. Thank you very much. And all of these people apparently did not get tickets. That's why they're outside.
All right. Yes, I can see. Well, it looks like at least they're having fun outside.